The power of believing. Through all the thousands of books and literature on modern psychology, metaphysics, ancient magic, voodooism, yogism, Christian theology, science, unity, truth and New Age thought, and many other dealings, it's what I call mind stuff. Many of these findings were nonsensical, others strange, and many very profound. I discovered that there is a golden thread that runs through all of these teachings, that makes them work for those who sincerely accept and apply them. That thread can be named in a single word, which is simply believe. It is the same element, or factor of belief, which causes people to be cured through mental healing, and enables others to climb the ladder of success, and gets phenomenal results, for all who accepted why belief is a miracle worker, or something that cannot be satisfactorily explained, but have no doubt about it. There's genuine magic in believing. The magic of believing became a phrase around which my thoughts steadily revolved. I've tried to put down these thoughts as simply and as clearly as I could, so that everyone can understand. Whereas the concept and analyzing becomes a simple action, once understand, my hope is that anyone who listens will be helped in reaching their goals in life.
So you begin with desire if you ever hope to achieve anything, or to gain more than you have now. However, as we shall see, there is more to it than mere desire. It has been said that thought attracts that upon which it is directed. Thought attracts that upon which it is directed. It was Job that said, "For the thing which I greatly feared has come upon me." Our fearful thoughts are just as creative or just as magnetic in attracting troubles to us as all the constructive and positive ones, and attracting positive results. So no matter what the character of the thought, it does create after its kind. When this sinks into a man's consciousness, he will get some inkling of the awe-inspiring power, which is his to use. I cling to the theory. While thoughts do create and exercise control far beyond any limits you have known to man, and they create only according to their pitch, intensity, emotional feeling and quality of that vibrational plane. In other words, comparable to the wattage of a radio station. Thoughts a creative controlling force in the exact ratio of their consistency, intensity and power.
The repeating of certain mantras, words, formulas, or just plain mumbo-jumbo is common with witch doctors, voodoo, high priestesses and many other followers of strange cults. They use them to evoke the spirit soul, or work black magic. One finds the same principle at work in chants, incantations, litanies, daily lessons, also the frequent praying of the Buddhists and Muslims. Alike the affirmation of the Theosophists, in the followers of unity, the absolute, truth, new thought, divine science. In fact, it is basic to all religions. Although here it is white magic instead of black magic. This brings us to the law of suggestion, through which all forces operating within its limits are capable of producing phenomenal results. That is the power of suggestion. And autosuggestion, your own to yourself, or heterosuggestion, coming to you from outside sources, that starts the machinery into operation. This causes the subconscious mind to begin its creative work, and right here is where the affirmations and repetitions play their part. It's the repetition of the same chant, the same incantation, the same affirmations that lead to belief. At once that belief becomes a deep conviction, things begin to happen. But this is the same identical force and the same mechanics that Hitler used in building up the German people to attack the world. A reading of Mein Kampf would verify that. A famous French psychologist once wrote, by saying that Hitler had a remarkable understanding of the law of suggestion and its different forms of application. It was with uncanny skill and master showmanship that he mobilized every instrument of propaganda in his mighty campaign of suggestion. Hitler openly stated that the psychology of suggestion was a terrible weapon in the hands of anyone who knew how to use it. Let's see how he worked it to make the German people believe what he wanted them to, and once that belief took hold, they started their campaign of terror. Slogans, huge signs, posters, massed flags appeared throughout Germany. Hitler's picture was everywhere. One right, one folk, one leader became the chant. It was heard everywhere. Today we own Germany. Tomorrow the entire world bombarded civilians 24 hours daily. I know that it may be difficult for the average person that knows nothing of this subject to accept the idea that all is within. But surely the most materialistic person must realize that as far as he himself is concerned, nothing exists on the outside plane, unless he has knowledge of it, or unless it becomes fixed in his consciousness.
It is the image, created in his mind, that gives reality to the world outside of him. Happiness sought by many, but found by few, is a matter entirely within ourselves. Our environment and the everyday happenings of life have absolutely no effect on our happiness, except as we permit mental images of the outside to enter our consciousness. Happiness is wholly independent of position, wealth or material possessions. It is a state of mind which we ourselves have the power to control, and that control lies with our thinking. Emerson said, "What is the hardest task in the world? To think obviously." This is so. When one considers that most of us are victims of mass thinking, and feed upon suggestions from others, and we all know that the law of cause and effect is inviolable. Yet how many of us ever pause to consider its workings? The entire course of a man's life has many times been changed by a single thought, which came to him in a flash, and then became a mighty power that offered him the whole current of human events.
History is repeated with the stories of strong-minded, resolutely willed individuals who, steadfastly holding to their inner convictions, have been able to inspire their fellow man, and in the face of tremendous and determined opposition, have literally created out of nothing great business, huge empires, and new worlds. They did not have any monopoly of thought power. You and every man and woman has it too. All you have to do is use it. You will then become the person you would envisage in your imagination. Know yourself. Know your power. And faith to use the cards in the mirror techniques, and you will get results far beyond your fondest expectations. Just believe that there is a genuine creative magic in believing. And magic there will be. For believing will supply the power, which will enable you to succeed in everything you undertake. Back your belief with a resolute, and align it with your intent. You will become incomparable. A master of men among men, and the master of yourself. This is the power of thought energy alignment. When you are one with source energy. So, in conclusion, I would like you to ponder this. Everything you receive from the outside illusion is all inverted and meant to deceive and separate you from your true reality. Once you can get this principle and way of thinking hardwired into your subconscious mind, will you be freed from the thoughts of having to deal with the stresses and dramas of another. And from there, you can truly take back your control and power, and put a stop to the harvesting of your precious energy, in order to master your reality and the self. And I feel the biggest part of this illusion is the belief in time. This will be the subject I intend to highlight in an upcoming production. Thank you for watching.